Oh, pleasure.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning for some of you if you're still on the West Coast. Buenos dias, boa tarde. Thank you, everyone. So, I'm here today with Antonio Ara, the General Manager of Islas Secas, and Cody Scott, who is in charge of group sales and partnership. So, we're happy to be the three of us here with you and to have a different side of Islas Secas, the gathering, the buyout, or what to do even when you're just coming with your friend and family at certain time of the year. So I'll let you start the presentation.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for joining. We are indeed, as Dominique said, very excited to talk a little bit about holiday at Islas Secas. At this point, it's pretty interesting because for some reason the rooms are getting filled. As you all probably know, Islas Secas is a small property of only 16 bedrooms, 32 pillows. So obviously making sure that we get this message across on time to you and then you to your dear customers is very important. Islas Secas at the holidays is beautiful. We think that holiday at Islas Secas is one of those few moments when we deliberately make time for the people we love. But planning a holiday has to work for everybody, for sometimes the grandparents, the kids, and the grandchildren, and everything. So we've designed a very simple experience so that it makes it easy for everybody to be together. It's just not about escaping everybody, but it's about coming to a beautiful destination with your partner, with your friends, with your family, and enjoying what's most important, which is the gift of being with each other. So Islas Secas is an interesting property. It's an archipelago of 14 islands, as you may remember. It's been named the #1 resort in Central America by Condé Nast. It's been named on 3 occasions already, one of the 50 greatest by Rob Report. This year it was named the ninth, I believe, in place. So it's a very nice property. Here are some numbers that we can go through very quickly. So it's a property that is situated in 58 nautical square miles. It's 14 jungled islands. We have a maximum of capacity for 32 guests. We have a lot of miles to hike around, which is also beautiful, 5 miles. We have over 20 diving sites that we have discovered. We have marine safari programs that are very nice. And we also have like hundreds of species of birds, hundreds of species of fish that we've documented around the archipelago. So it's a great place to be for a whole week. Sorry. In Islas Secas, we also have like a lot of, sorry, let me just have a little here. We have a lot of agenda and beautiful things to work on, but getting everybody together in a beautiful scenery is what excites us the most. The idea is that you spend your energy on each other and not planning. So that's why we plan with a beautiful agenda for everybody to enjoy. The logistics to get to Islas Secas is quite easy. As you probably know, there's, I think, over 50 destinations from the US to Panama and vice versa. So there's new cities and new destinations all the time with Copa Airlines. There's also American Airlines flying from Miami. There's also, I believe, United from Houston and from Chicago. So there's plenty of options. And then our job is to make sure that you have no questions. Our team will be happy to assist you with any questions, with timetables, etc., so that you can get there. And as soon as you land on the island, get you ready for action. And then getting on the island, it's even easier. We do have a twin otter that will be sitting in the signature terminal in the international airport of Panama. So that means that you arrive, somebody walks you from the VIP, from the plane, from the gate of your plane, through the VIP lanes of immigration and customs, take you to signature terminal. And from then on, you get on the Twin Otter, and in probably less than an hour, you'd be flying out to the islands. The trip to the island is about an hour. So let's say from the time you land in Panama to the time you land on the islands, you're talking an hour and a half or so. We have all the schedules also prepared for you, so feel free to contact us, Celianis, Dominique, Cody, whoever, so that you can see the schedules for those dates. Another beautiful aspect of Islas Secas is that it's all inclusive. And by this, I don't mean like all inclusive, that there's always all these exceptions. It's really all inclusive with amazing food, amazing activities. If you're traveling with kids or teenagers, it's amazing because they can play with all the toys we have. The father can go fishing. There's scuba diving every day if you please to. There's one massage treatment included per person per stay. So there's plenty of inclusions, wine, champagne, you name it. This is, for example, one of the views of the Terraza restaurant, which is very beautiful. Here we set up the tables and we put beautiful care so that everybody can enjoy these views. During the Christmas season, the weather is particularly beautiful. We have amazing colors of the skies at night here with very beautiful pinks and shades of purples and different colors. So this is, for example, Casita Sombra, one of the most beautiful two bedrooms. I think Dominique actually loves this one because it has a little walkway that takes you to a beach down there.
Exactly.
And yeah, it has its own little private beach. It's a two bedroom that can be configured to two king beds or to two twin or to one king size bedroom and the other one with two twins. So that's very nice. We have I believe, nine boats, nine vessels that are there at your service. And again, yes, they are mostly all included. There's, for example, just the offshore fishing in one of the fishing vessels that is not, but these beautiful catamaran you can take around to watch sunsets. You can take around for nature cruises. One of our experienced guides will take you. And we'll see shortly a little itinerary that we've drafted so that you can understand what I'm talking about. One of the things that we like most about Isla Seca during this period is that you have genuinely time for reconnection. I mean, there's somebody, a bunch of us, 80 people, planning your schedules, planning your meals, planning your menus, taking care of your dietary restrictions, taking care of any needs and wants that you and your family may want, so that you can actually enjoy and put your time to what's most important, which is reconnecting with your own people. Again, these are some snapshots of Casa Cavada, which is the ultimate place for Isla Secas. It's the owner's residence, beautiful house. Um, it has four bedrooms. This one here is a bathroom for the principal's bedroom. It's available for Christmas week. It's taken for New Year's week already. And to answer the question that just recently popped, it's not only buyout, it can be individually booked. We have, you can, it could be for couples, for families, or as a buyout as well. The availability we have now for Christmas is only limited, so there may not be enough capacity for buyout, fortunately.
Maybe
So,
I'll add, if
sorry?
sorry, Antonio, didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll just add that the second half of festive week, the New Year's week, is there might be a couple options left, but a lot of great options for the actual Christmas week, 19 to 27.
That's correct. Thanks, Cody. I mean, something else that is very interesting, it's obviously privacy. We are secluded 20 miles or so away from the mainland. We basically own the whole archipelago of 14 islands. So basically, everybody that is there is meant to be there. You don't have to worry about having somebody spying on you, somebody, that should not be on the island. So it's very nice, very private. And again, the important thing is you are in absolute closeness among each other. Something we really love about Islas Secas, it's also the fact that I think I might have skipped a slide, but anyway, the
Oh,
next slide, it's also beautiful because we will see that everybody from the family gets to learn something new. Um, you can make this opportunity also to talk about your kids about learning something new, whether it's a marine safari that we organize for you, whether it's learning how to dive, We have the dive instructor included, so they have a PADI certified system where you can learn, do your theoretical part at home, and then once you're there, you do the practical part, which is really amazing. Again, it's all included, so there's nothing to worry about. We also have three marine biologists who will take you around. They can teach the kids about certain birds, about the formation of the Isthmus of Panama. I mean, it's very educational as well.
And I'll add again if I could. This slide always reminds me that of the phrase, families that travel together stick together. And that recent piece of feedback that we received, that somebody, a real guest, referred to their stay at Islas Secas as the greatest investment their family could have made. So I think it was a longer phrase than that, but it was something along the lines of they were fractured, they arrived fractured, and left, as one again. So that was a really special piece of feedback that made our team very proud.
For Stephanie, no, there's no minimum of age. I think in general, everybody's welcome at Islas Secas. However, to make the most out of it, we'd recommend people that are somewhat independent because there's a lot of slopes and some steps here and there. So whether it's a baby on a stroller or somebody with lesser mobility possibilities may struggle a little bit moving around. But I would say kids from the age of 4 or 5 all the way to 100, if you're willing to make it, is very welcome. Again, one of the key aspects of a place like Islas Secas is that you truly reconnect with nature. You're immersed in nature, whether it's in the water, on the hiking trails, and even doing some sports. We have magnificent gym. We have which is like a tree house open air. We have a pickleball court. We have all kinds of beautiful things so that you can enjoy in the outdoors and in amazing weather, which happens during this time of the year. Some people ask us, hey, so what happens in Christmas in Isla Seca? So what happens in Panama? Like it may be like, well, we don't have snow, we don't have all the decorations that you would see on Fifth Avenue, maybe, but it's all about also making new traditions. It's also about reconnecting. It's also about setting what's important for you and for your family. Some people are in different aspects of their life, but it's nice to say, hey, what if we just do it this way? What if we celebrate Christmas dressed in white as a picture here? So it's all about being creative and being nice. However, we do put some special efforts to the fact that it's Christmas, that it's New Year's, that it's a festive season, that it's Hanukkah. So yeah. As I was saying, so we have adventures on water, we have adventures on land, we have sea bobs, we have e-foils, we have the PADI certification. We have also like bespoke activities that you may want, like maybe take some cooking classes. We may want to, pick up your vegetables so that you can prepare your dinner for Christmas or New Year's, etc. And of course, doing nothing, which is great too. Another interesting thing is that you're not just going to a beach and sitting there and sip margaritas, which is also nice and it's also a possibility, but you're doing something with purpose. You are joining marine-led, expert-led marine expeditions. You are listening to all the sounds of nature that are so amazing. You're participating in citizen science by bringing whatever you discovered to the table so we can update databases. You are attending conservation talks, and you're observing what happens on and around the islands. So here we have a little bit of a sample calendar that you can see of what we make, because some people say, like, what do we do 7 days in Islas Secas? And really there's plenty of things to do. So on day one, for example, you typically arrive. Most flights from Tocumen Airport leave around between 12 noon and 2 p.m., depending on when all the international flights arrived. We welcome you in a beautiful gazebo with champagne, and then we leave you to enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Some people want to go directly and do things. Some people want to chill and take a nap, etc. And then, of course, we have amazing dinner all around. The next day, for example, again, this is just sample itineraries, and we make them completely bespoke. But we always have either some yoga or a little walk or something that can get people moving. Then we obviously have something under the water for everybody. We do obviously a very nice lunch. Then you can go and do some chilling by the pool, and maybe you want to have a lunch there. We have a boat cruise so that you can understand what the archipelago looks like, and then, of course, some dinner. Yes, and all these activities are included. Um, Again, just additional spa treatments, whether it's the second, the third, or whatever, that's not included, that would be extra. And also the offshore fishing, which is fishing, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., very far away, is not included, but everything else is, including your inshore fishing. So then we have a little walk here. You can explore the island on your own. You can go back to Secas and return, do a little swim, jump off a platform, and again do dinner under the stars. We also have amazing telescopes to watch the stars. We have Benny, who has huge knowledge of astronomy, that can take you and discover different constellations that you can see during that time of the year. And here's some other alternatives, which are also beautiful. In terms of dinners and lunch and breakfast, everything happens in a place called Terraza. That's like the main restaurant, the one that I showed you before. But also, some people love to go to different settings, and we are very happy to cater for that. So, one of your families can want to do a picnic lunch in one of the beaches. Another one may want to have lunch in the mango pool. Some people want to have lunch or dinner in their casitas or breakfast. All of them are prepared for that. Some people may want to do, lunch on a boat. So all these possibilities can happen as well. Okay, then we have, for example, Christmas Eve. And to these, I'll tell you what we've done in the last three years, which is nice. We've we've done something that mixes everybody's ideas and religions and thoughts and beliefs, but it's always like do something special. Whether it's a beautiful menu created with Christmas traditions from Panama, whether it's also including something from the Middle East if necessary. So it depends on who the guests are and what they want. We make it very personal, very nice. We also do, for example, lanterns sometimes. We've done something like a beautiful ballet performance from two amazing artists that came. So we always do something special to make sure that the day doesn't go unseen. And then, again, during Christmas morning, the same, we always try to pamper people with a beautiful breakfast. I guess it's kind of traditional. If there are kids and there's something going on in terms of Santa, we have also, somebody that comes as Santa. They leave some gifts here and there. We do like the Christmas tree decoration. Some families have asked us if the kids can help do that. So we also do that. And then we do have a special Christmas dinner as well as Thanksgiving and New Year's. Yeah, so that would be day 7. So again, all a beautiful experience, very open to all the desires that our guests may want. I'm happy to invite you all with more questions or anything that you may need so that we can answer and enrich your experience in Islas Secas. Thank you.
Thanks, Antonio. Maybe I'll add, not necessarily directly related to Festive, but one of my favorite things about what we're doing here is our conservation, our foundation in conservation and the conservation ethos. So I think it's really cool that a family could choose to celebrate the holiday season, giving a gift to their family in this incredible destination, incredible team with the intimate stay, but rest their head at night knowing that their stay is supporting this conservation effort with the whale research we do, the partner with sciences we do to track birds and reef restoration and sustainable commercial fishing practices. so many more projects that I'm still working on learning about. But I'm really proud of that aspect of what we do, and hopefully our guests will be too.
Thank you very much, Antonio and Cody. I see, Sharon, I have sent you what I have as an availability, unless Antonio, you know already that it is not it's not current because maybe it goes fast. But this is the latest email I received from your office.
Yeah.
So there is a space, Sharon, from a mother and two daughter, especially maybe they are sharing a one tented casitas. Huh? That could be good.
Yep.
We have we have two left, huh? Still, Antonio? Two
Two
left?
left. Yes,
Two
that's
left.
right.
All right, 26 to January 2nd. So, and you want 23 to 30. I don't know if it's possible. We don't know. If
I,
you want to send us an email, huh, Sharon, and voilà. But I see
Yep.
that there is other casitas I don't know if you have to change casitas. That's the only thing, huh? But I would let the team decide or whatever they can do. Hein? Voilà. Alors, Stéphanie, nanana. Is there a dive certification available? Hein?
Yes, you can get your PADI certification, of course. Again, as I think I mentioned before, you need to do your theoretical part so that you have enough time to come back to the island, put it in practice. We have two full-time dive instructors on the island, and the boats and the tanks and state-of-the-art equipment. So it's very pro.
and it sounds like the person asking the question was aware, but I'm a scuba novice, so I would just add that even though I don't have my PADI certification, I was still able to do the Discover Scuba program,
Mhm.
and I think I dove down to around I think it's 11 meters, about a 45-minute dive. And after that morning diving with Leandro, I hope it's an activity I get to enjoy for the rest of my life. Now I will seek out that PADI certification. So you don't have to be PADI certified to do many of these dive sites.
Yeah. Alors, I see, Sharon, you're asking for the cost and everything, but before we need to confirm 22 to 29 if there is one accommodation without moving. So we will let you know after that. Sonia, very nice. How are the beach in the island? From the Islas Secas, what kind of excursion could we do apart fishing and diving? Is there other island to go to?
Yes, as I mentioned, there are 14 islands all around. There's one that we can get off in called Isla Pargo, and that also answers the other part of the question, which is about beaches. It has a beautiful beach to swim and snorkel. On Isla Cavada, where the hotel is, there's one beach which is amazing because I don't know if you are aware, but in Panama, the tides are very dramatic. So, low tide can be 17 feet away, 17 feet under the high tide. So this beach comes during low tide and disappears with high tide. But it also plays an amazing effect on the sun. So you have beautiful sunsets. So there are activities that you can do outside of the islands, but some of them we do not go because they are conservation areas for different species of birds.
Voilà.
And did they also ask about additional activities besides fishing and diving?
Yes.
So, during my stay, rode e-foils for the first time. The Sea Bob, you might have saw a picture of that. It was looks like a little mini jet ski that goes underwater, can kind of make a faster, easier snorkel. That one was really easy. The e-foil took a little bit of a learning, but great instructors there. I was able to get up in an hour. On my arrival day, I went paddleboard fishing and another time used the kayak fishing. And then there's also guided fishing. I know you said besides fishing, but I was just mentioning that. And then there's hiking. Um,
Hiking is
what
great. Bird watching. I mean, going uh, every day. When we did a farm trip, we actually went hiking every morning. I thought I would do one only, and then every day they were changing the routes, and there is so much to see and to discover. And Benny knows everything. He knows every tree. He can hear every bird, and he comes with his telescope, and he put your phone on the front, so in case it's a bit too far for you to see, and he can imitate every bird. So it's really wonderful. And for me, any age group, huh? No, no.
And also, you have other alternatives of things to do that are a little bit more terrestrial, I would say. You can do movie nights. We have a huge screen and you can do movie nights. We can take the screens to your casita and you can do it within the private of your casita with, with like popcorns for the kids and things like that. You can also do marshmallows by the fireplace. You can do, there's plenty of reading and games in the library.
Mhm.
There's an amazing gym, as I mentioned, for those who love to go to their fitness center.
Mhm.
So we have yoga, Pilates, you name it.
Yes.
I also did a wakeboarding session, and next time I hope to try wake surfing. I really loved the ceviche making class. Yeah,
Well,
the team is amazing at
the
filling out your
the
itinerary.
cocktail making was really good too.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
no, the barman is wonderful. I mean, he mixed the rum with so much different thing. That was delicious. Huh? And back to the CBOB, I think the CBOB is available to kids really, really young. Huh? Is it even 6 or less, 6 years old minimum? Or
Yeah, as long as there's a parent with them, you can do it.
yes, yeah.
It's
So
quite
you
easy.
imagine there is no fun in the back, no danger. And if they don't have to dive, they can just go along like this, and you see turtle right away. I mean, as soon as you even go down with your sea bob. Huh? So
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's
On certain days, there's also the possibility to do surfing.
mhm,
Obviously, depending on tides, but there's some surfing nearby, probably like 45 minutes away,
mhm,
on a beautiful, beautiful beach called Morro Negrito.
mhm.
So, I mean, there's plenty of things.
Maybe I'll add, sorry, two more.
Ah,
There's some additional excursions that would be upgrade, like going to Coiba National Park, which is a famous area of the Cherokee. And then also maybe probably one of the most impactful and favorite evenings for me when I was there was just the sunset cruise on the catamaran, just really driving off into the sunset. I can't imagine doing that on, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day with the family. It would certainly create a memory that no one would ever forget.
mhm. Now you had a picture of the boat. I mean, not everybody can realize that this is complimentary. Huh?
Yeah.
And it's on 2 floors and it's luxurious. When the time we did a farm trip, people are absolutely amazed that this is included. Huh? Voilà. And then you mentioned the other massage are not included, but I don't know if everybody understand that at least you have one massage included. That's already something. And then you get busy with the rest, but you can always go back for more. You have a sound class. You have a lot to offer, really.
Daily yoga.
Yeah. Peaceful, and the yoga can be anywhere. Huh? It could be on your platform on the ocean, or it could be in the comfort of your own casitas. So you certainly don't get bored, huh? No. And yeah, I remember one day it was, I think, raining, and we were like, "What are we?" Oh, we had the best day, huh? Remember? I don't know, Antonio, if you were with us, but even walking the light rain and everything, and then the movie, and then this, and so yeah, it's anytime, any season, I would say even it's a treat, huh? Yeah.
And Antonio, one of the questions was, is it possible to have a Christmas tree in the room if the family requests it?
Absolutely, sure.
Yeah. Oh, Antonio will say yes. Uh, we have a magician, huh? Our GM. So, and you can tell from the picture behind Antonio what he was mentioning about this low tide. You see, even if it's on the Pacific side, imagine the color of the water, the depths. It's not too deep, it's not cold, so that makes everything great. Even I mean, the scuba diving is easy and it's as beautiful as it is on your picture, and the ocean. Huh?
Yeah, on that, the scuba diving is a little different for those who like it than the Caribbean side, of course, because as you know, the Caribbean or the South Pacific are very plentiful in coral, whereas this is more like bigger type of fish. So here you see schools of barracudas, of marlins, of sharks, turtles. So it's really, really amazing the sizes of the fish you can see. Sadly, during that time, you don't get to experience the whales. Right now, we do have a significant number of humpback whales in our shores giving birth to their babies, which is really beautiful. But during festive season, you don't see that. But you see dolphins, you see,
Turtles.
I
again,
saw
huge turtles, right?
turtle, I saw dolphin, turtles, and a lot of little fish. Huh?
Yeah.
Voilà. Sonia wants to know what is the weather in March. Is it very hot? I think it's great, huh? Unless you have a better, you live there, Antonio.
Panama is always hot. I would say that,
Yeah, but
it's
when you are from Miami, I can check what's your temperature now. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not
March
that
should be
bad.
gorgeous, no?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about Panama, it's it's not like it gets other places that is unbearable. It's always hot. March and April are kind of our spring months, I guess. So it's hottest and driest, but very very beautiful. You have the longest days. You have very beautiful sunsets, colors in the sky, as I was mentioning. The second half of the year, from June through November-ish, it's a little bit more rainy. It gets to be stormy from October and November. That's why we close. But then after Thanksgiving, it typically becomes very beautiful. And what I like most about December and January months is that since the rainy months already passed, it's very green, very lush. You still have, the little rivers that flow through. So very beautiful. In March, it's a little bit drier, but still, some people like that as well.
Mhm. I've been there, I think, in June, and then February. Is there another season that I did? But each time it was great, huh? Yeah.
I,
Uh,
I was there in mid-April,
it
coming
was
from
great.
South Carolina, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. No,
Not knowing any other time, I would call it the ideal time.
Yeah.
no, no, but and me too. I think June was fantastic. I think it's a great alternative. Clients are not going to Europe actually, even to spend the time, and everybody wants a shorter flight these days almost. Everyone wants direct flight. So Panama has it all, huh? Voilà.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
For Stephanie, who's asking us if we have two-bedroom casitas, yes, basically the two bedrooms are, I mean, a few meters away from each other. It's part of the same complex. It's a casita in itself, and it's in the middle. There's a deck and the two bedrooms with a little plunge pool, a dining space. We can send you a floor plan of the two bedrooms that we have. This is, for example, one of them, Sombras. These are the two bedrooms. As you can see, there's like a little walkway
And
between
that's
them.
an ocean view,
Yeah.
if it's not obvious out there.
But your
And
entire casitas, huh, is surrounded by a wall with a door, so it's very private, huh? No.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Antonio. We have two different casitas that are both two bedrooms,
Yeah.
correct.
Sombras and Tres Palmas.
That's
And
right.
then we have a four-bedroom casita called Grande and a four-bedroom private residence called Casa Cavada,
Mhm.
which is where Dominique is sitting today. And then
Yes.
there's three tented casitas, which are single residences, and then a one-bedroom casita, which is not tented, Mirador.
Mhm.
I feel like we answered a couple of questions in the chat, but I just want to make sure we answer them out loud for everyone. Yes, all of these activities, for the most part, everything we talked about today is included in the stay. I did bring up like going to Koiba National Park. That's an additional cost. I think we talked a little bit about deep sea fishing,
Mhm.
which is an additional cost, but there is inshore fishing and kayak fishing. So there's options for everyone there.
Yeah.
And
Include. Mhm.
yeah. And then there was another
I think,
question.
yeah, I didn't remember. Sonia,
Oh,
you
how nice are the beaches? I would say gorgeous. Like even the beach in front of the Teresa, which is mostly we're sitting kind of on the porch utilizing, but people take walks down there. I fish down there a bit. There's another beach you can hike to, but the big draw is at Lampargo, which is the beach we take the boat to. We have a barbecue there, and guests often spend the day out there, and that's your remote island beach that's just going to blow up minds. Absolutely gorgeous.
and the team will bring what you need. You want a trampoline, you want a sea bobbing, there is no extra cost. You want a picnic or no, you want the table, the chair, the umbrella, you want the chef, you want the barbecue. And there
A,
is
a
no extra
number
cost to that, huh?
a number of boats just waiting off the beach to take you wakeboarding
Yes,
or
whenever you want.
diving. Yeah.
You don't wait. If somebody wants to go fishing, but the other one wants to go diving exact same time, it's not a problem. There is not many places like that, huh? Voilà. All right. So I think we have maybe end up with all the question. Everyone, huh? We will follow up with a recording. We will send you the availability for Festive via email, huh? With all the rates. And yes, Stephanie, it is indeed a beautiful property. One of you was asking, is it a buyout? I can tell you it's a great buyout too, huh? Because with only 16 room and suite, it's a little paradise. But yes, right now it's also paradise for individual booking. as Antonio mentioned, couples, family.
Can I add one thing to that? And yes, absolutely right. Amazing buyout opportunity for 16 bedrooms. There's
Mhm.
also you can do a Casa Cavada buyout, which
Yeah,
is that more private residence for just 4 bedrooms, or you could kind of do the rest of the property buyout with just
that's right.
12 bedrooms and not do Casa Cavada. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of flexibility. I'd say any large group bookings, really private, intimate booking opportunities are worth an email to Dominique so we can see how we can make it work.
Voilà. Celine wants to know who managed the sustainability of the island and resort since you occupied only one part of the island. Now we are fine. The whole island is part, the 14 archipelago are private and taken care of, huh?
Yes, in fact, obviously the main ethos of this project is conservation. So we are part of a huge foundation that caters after conservation spaces in many places in the world. And we do have a conservation director, which is Benny Wilson, which is probably the most regarded conservationist in Panama, who is also a magnificent guide to take you around.
Thank you, everyone. Huh? Thank you, Antonio, and thank you, Cody. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you,
to have
Dominique.
you with me. And then thank you, everyone, for your interest in Islas Secas. So think of it. Huh? We do have space for Festive, and even before, actually, we do have some space as well. So let us know. Huh? You can email me. I put my email, but I think everybody has it. But I think Sharon, you were asking for the emails. So thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank
Antonio.
you.
Thank you,
Muchas
Take
Cody.
care.
gracias.
Oh,
Bye. Gracias.
bye-bye. Bye. Oh,
Bye-bye.
it's
Thank
so many
you.
hearts on you.